Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea. If you are new here, if you are not new, welcome back. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Enough with the long call to actions and intros. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. Also, we hit 10 million views, channel views, 10 million channel views. That is crazy. And I am so thankful and I am so happy and I am so proud and I am appreciative. So anyways, crack a white claw or whatever you need or don't need or want or don't want. What? Anyways, we are going to attend training. You weren't ready to learn, were ya? I'm always ready to learn. We're gonna hop in a Monat marketing training, how to market your business like a business. How to be a professional scammer. Ooh, that's a good title for this video. Top Monat reps teach us how to be a professional scammer. Who is she? Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and get it. Also, those ladies, the ladies who are in charge of this team, allegedly they are the ones who, were exposed for buying ranks, maybe, or maybe like, yeah, I mean, buying ranks and doing all of that in like multiple different ways. So that's crazy. Allegedly, they're still doing it. It's very unethical and just like really fucking ballsy of them that they are on here and being like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to make it to this level, and this is the best opportunity ever, and blah, blah, blah. When it's like, y'all are cheating the system. It's genius, but I didn't say it wasn't evil genius. Of course, like always, they talk slow, so I'm going to put it on 1.25 speed. I literally only say that so that y'all don't think these people are just like cracked out on Adderall and talking quick.
If you are home, please turn on your camera. I love seeing people's faces. It makes these a little bit more intimate. So I was playing that song in the Bayona Schreier household. So in my house, we play this song a lot. I feel like it hypes us up. And it just always reminds me like God's plan is good. And if you can truly believe in your heart that good things are going to happen for you, you are 10 steps closer. And I just want to remind you guys of that is like you need to believe that you are worth the dream market partner, the million VIPs. You guys need to believe this before it unfolds. Okay. So that's our jam song in our house. Sorry for the wet look. I just got out the shower. So today we are talking about how to get VIPs and market partners, right? So when you hear this, you're like, oh my God, yes, give me all the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, chances are you're not going to execute all of that because one, it's going to be too much for you to remember. You're going to feel overwhelmed and it's just too much information. So when I was thinking about how to set up this call, I wanted to make it as memorable as possible. I want to leave you with just a few tangible steps, 3 quick little tangible steps that you could hold yourself accountable to every single time. Okay, so real quick, when you go to shop, so drop in the chat your favorite brands. So what brands do you constantly shop from? So for me, I love Lululemon. I love Starbucks, although I shouldn't drink too much of it. I love it. Like they're brands for me. So
I'm so sorry I don't have the chat for this one. I mean, I downloaded it, but I don't know where, like where it is. So I'm really sorry. I know y'all love seeing the chat, but I don't have it. Also, it's really interesting, I think, that she's like, I could tell you exactly how to do it, but instead I'm gonna do this. It's like, well, what? Why can't you just do that? Do that anyway. Tell that, like, I understand the keep it simple, stupid. Great advice hurts my feelings every time. But I don't know, it just seems like, well, I could tell you exactly how to do everything that you need to do, but that'd be too easy. And it's like, yeah, so do it. It would obviously help you and me. Ugh.
that they get my business no matter what. Under Armour, Zara, Aldo. I love that. Fashion Nova. So these brands have a specific reputation with you, which is why you shop from them. Okay. So out of the 3 points I'm sharing, reputation is number one. And I'm going to dissect that to give you some tangibles for you to work on after this call. But the second one, so I want you guys to think, drop a 1 in the chat if you have been a victim of Instagram ads. So you ended up buying a dress simply because you saw it on an ad. right? Ugh, yeah, happens to me. And then people are like, where'd you get that? And I'm like, girlfriend, no clue. IG ad, don't know the name of the store, right? But that is value, right? These people put up this ad with this really good looking girl with the perfect body and the perfect dress. And they gave me exactly what I needed. I needed a specific outfit for something, and they painted the perfect picture. So, although I don't know the brand, they brought value. They put their product in front of my face and satisfied a need that I needed, which is why I bought it, right? So we're going to go a little bit more into value. But I just want you guys to recognize your buying patterns, because your buying patterns are also going to be your customers.
I thought we were going over reputation. Like, that's what she said first. And now she's like, anyways, so Instagram ads. Also, y'all, if you see a Instagram ad or a Facebook ad for a Monat rep, for a person in a multi-level marketing company, please report it to that platform. It is against the platform Instagram and Facebook. It is against their policy, their user policy, their like ad policy, whatever. They do not allow multi-level marketing rep to post those types of ads. Like, it's not okay. They cannot do that. So report it every single time. Don't send it to me. I don't need to see it. I'm just gonna report it or try to. You have to report it. Please, 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 please be a part of the solution, not the problem. Also go to mlmchange.org and submit your comment to the FTC, please. I had someone ask me, why do we have to do the FTC's job for them? They're actually a pretty small organization. They need us to. Just do it. Just do it. We are a part of the solution. Just do it, like Nike. Thank you.
Patterns, because your buying patterns are also going to be your customers' buying patterns. Humans are not that complex. Honestly, we can figure out our patterns just by thinking about them.
So that doesn't make any sense because I am not my buy. People are different. Like my buying patterns are different than Tony's. Like I will never buy anything off of an Instagram ad. My buying patterns are different than like my sisters, my sister-in-laws. Like I don't understand. I don't understand what she's saying. Humans are simple. Yeah, but doesn't mean that you're going to buy the same thing or that you're going to fall for something. And when I say fall for something, like typically brands that do ads like that or products that you see that are advertised on social media. Sorry, I keep touching my hair. This is the best wig in my life. So be quiet. Typically products that are going to be on, they're sketchy, okay? They're sketchy brands typically. And yes, I know, like Fanola or who else? Like there's Fashion Nova ones, and okay, like Fashion Nova is kind of sketchy. I mean, the quality and like the ethics behind it. But yeah, I know there's good ones. I get that. But still, there are, you know what I mean. You get it. Be quiet.
Okay. And the third thing that we're going to be talking about today is customer service. Okay. So we will be getting to that, but let me go back to the.
Okay. So she's going over highlights essentially. Now I got it. But I love how she just said we can figure out our customer patterns by just thinking about it. Yeah, girl, that's how you figure stuff out. Like, what? I wonder what the notes are like. Like, a lot of these people are writing stuff down. Like, what do you think their notes are? Do you think they have like little notes, like little sub lines underneath it that's like, what the fuck does this mean? I think so, because I would. Actually, I need to. Y'all know, listen, I've been trying to lead with empathy. Not only that, but get back to my like writing notes about these calls so that I don't like go off all crazy, but then also so that we stick to the facts and exactly what they're saying. Also, I remember one reason why I used to write stuff down like this is because I didn't want to misquote them, because I hate when I'm misquoted, but I feel like if you misquote someone, then like the argument technically that you're making like is kind of not invalid, but I feel like it like kind of lessens it or something. I don't know. Also, I keep looking down. I'm sorry. It's still freaking me out that I have brown hair right now. And it like looks so believable because this wig is amazing. Not sponsored. I fucking wish. That would honestly be like my dream collaboration is Freedom Couture or just like some type of wig collaboration. I want to buy a wig company. That's on brand.
About today's customer service. Okay, so we will be getting to that, but let me go back to the very top of my notes. So the similarity in between VIPs and market partners is that we're recruiting people. Okay, we're getting people to join on in. We're getting people to see our vision. Okay, So when it comes to
I'm sorry, what did she just say? The similarity is that we're recruiting people, no matter what they. Wow. Wow. This call is going to be great.
reputation, which is the first thing we want to focus on, when you think of someone that has a great reputation, what kind of person are they? Usually they are givers, right? Who is the most popular person you know? They're usually someone that is always giving, giving, giving.
What? That's pretty vague. I think she like made that vague for a reason, but it's like the best person you know. Who's the best person? Who's the best person? Honestly, not to be corny, it's my husband. Okay. It's because he's super open. Yeah. It's because he's super open minded. He's very kind. Makes me feel comfortable. He's understanding. That ass. And then also, okay, I guess, and then another aspect is that he is giving with his time, that he's like always ready to help someone. Like he's very, very helpful. And I love that.
Present with anyone that's in front of them. And I know that it's so much easier not to be a giver. I know it's so much easier to be introverted, to be closed off, to live life in your lane, in your corner. And you could choose to live that life, but it's not really going to mesh with this network marketing industry. Because network marketing industry, like we are providing solutions for people at all times. People like us, so they buy our products. People don't like Monat and then buy from Veronica. No, because they could buy from other people. People like me first, and then they buy products from me. I was just chatting with one of my VIP clients, and we were talking.
Okay, so she just said, you can't be a giver, but then be introverted. Or she said it's easier to be introverted. I wouldn't necessarily say so. I mean, you're either one or the other, or like a mix of like in social settings or whatever. So she said that being introverted doesn't go well with this network marketing industry, right? But they say that anyone can do this. They say that like even introverted people can do it, and it's not hard, and you can do this and that, and it doesn't matter who you are. You don't have to be good at sales. You don't have to be outgoing, but you do. You do. In a sense, you do. I mean, you can be introverted and be good at sales. You can, but you have to be able to talk to people. But it sounds like that's what she's saying is like I don't know. It just lies.
Talking about the whole root canals, right? Because I post all this information about all my health stuff, and through it, I posted root canals. They're not too good for you. And over time, I posted more, did a podcast, whatever. So my VIP client is like asking me about the root canal of her daughter. I've built a reputation with her of value, a reputation of she's not just coming to me to buy shampoo and conditioner. She respects my brand. She likes what I bring to the table.
I have a question. Is she giving out like medical advice? Is she giving out dental advice? Like, don't do that, Veronica. A lot of the people at the top of Monat are, one, very conservative. Nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Have your beliefs. I don't care. But a lot of them are like QAnon cuckoos. I swear to God. It is, I don't know why I just said God like that, but it's so funny. It's not. It's horrifying and it's gross and it's very sad, right? However, it's funny. So her and a few other of, these top people, they believe that like dentists are like the devil and trying to poison us, and that they're essentially just trying to poison you and, take all of your money, and they're corrupt, and they really have it out for dentists. And I've always had anxiety going to the dentist, except for for the past 5 years now. I've been going to the same one, and they're amazing. They make me feel so comfortable. Like they get it. The dental assistant literally held, like, didn't even need to be in there for something I was getting done, and she held my hand the whole time because she knew I was so nervous, and I love them. They're amazing. Find you a good dentist. But these people don't believe in that. They want like holistic dentists, and now after like learning more about like what that is, I know it's not a dentist that rubs like your teeth with sticks and dirt. But when I first heard about it, I was like, what the fuck is that? They putting like crystals in your mouth? Like, what are they doing? But no, now I know it's like they go more of like a natural route, which why not just call it a natural dentist instead of a holistic one? I understand it almost means the same thing. But I was like, I just imagined them like cleaning their teeth with sprigs. No.
Okay, so who here, drop a 2 in the chat if you feel like you truly are a giver. Like you wake up every day and you're like, how can I serve? Shout out to all the 2s. That is amazing. And one thing that I like to do every single day before I go to sleep is check myself and ask, what did I do to give today? Okay. So, what team calls, what one on ones, what calls with the girls I mentor, what was my form of giving? And sometimes it could be something so simple as just like smiling at someone down the street, but like noticing that like they
You can do that. If you want to do that, you can do that. Ask yourself at the end of the week, what have I done for myself this week? What have I done, like one goal or something that is, more selfish? I want to, oh my God, I cannot stop burping. I want to make it a point to read my books outside more, like when I'm outside with them, or in bed more before I go to bed, because it really, really, really calms me down and I love it. I need to do that more. So next week on, Sunday night, I can be like, okay, I did this. And then I, always make my goal, like professional, personal goals for the week, whatever. I don't think they would ever ask that, because they want you to give, 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 give. And I know, yeah, sure, they're using like metaphors and stuff. I was a floating head for a second. I'm still a floating head. But they're using metaphors, and, they're not speaking literally, but it's like, yeah, they are. We should know by now that, like, what they say is just hullabaloo and it's all BS, essentially. I cannot wait to eat dinner tonight. Oh my God.
to. Now, when they think of Veronica, they're like, wow, I don't know that girl, but she's pleasant. I like her. So next time when they see me, who knows? Maybe we're down the street walking our dogs, and because I smiled at them one time, now they feel more open to talking to me. And guys, when you're building a business based on people to people relationships, network marketing, your reputation is a huge, huge deal. And also, you want to ask yourself, how much do I stand out? Because if you don't stand out, it's going to be hard to build a business, right? All those brands that you mentioned, you like them because they stand out. They offer something different than the other brands. So, me, for example, Lululemon.
You want to know why this is ironic? You want to stand out. You want to be different. You like all these brands because they're different. Yeah, because they're not doing the exact same thing as the hundreds of girls that are on this call, because it's not oversaturated. Why would I shop at Lululemon when I can get, workout people? No, what's it called? Not workout people, gym people. Active people, people who sweat. Great brand name. That brand, Gym People, on Amazon has become one of my favorites. And then also the All in Motion brand from Target. I love their workout stuff. I have all that linked on my Instagram. Go over there if you want. I am CCsuarez all over all social media. It's linked down below. Anyways, or my link tree, not link tree. In my link tree is my like to know it. And you can go in there and see like everything I've shared and all that's in there too. Just in case you wanted to know. That has affiliate links, blah, blah, blah. I get a commission. Also, those disclaimers are down below too, so it's fine. Always disclose your affiliate stuff. You scammy influencers. So it's just so funny that she's like, you have to stand out, you have to stand out. Except for there's how many? 200,000 other people who do the exact same thing as you. How are you supposed to stand out when all these girls do the exact same thing? Like, you can't.
The quality, unbeatable. I don't find other athletic wear as good as that. Zara, super fashionable clothes for a pretty decent price, right?
Zara is not decent. I mean, it's pretty, yeah. And sometimes it's good quality, but like, Zara's expensive. Zara's so expensive. Listen. Zara's fucking expensive. Also, I wore those clunky fashionable boots that I got there in New York, and guess how many times I fell down a flight of stairs? And then Isabella and Deanna were laughing at me so hard. And I was like, I can't stop. And then I yelled at Tony for letting me fall. I'm just trying to be fashionable in my Zara. Gotta catch up with these girlies.
Stand out from the competitors. They're doing something right. So why do you stand out? What about your brand makes you unique? I want to hear the confidence and I want to hear you guys reflecting out loud because this is what you have to focus even more on. So, write on the chat, what is it about your brand that stands out? My brand is all about personal development. It's all about mindset. I fill people's cups through my own personal development journey because I share it. So I inspire other people to go on their own personal development journey. So look over here, we've got my kindness, hormone balance knowledge, mindset and motherhood, my entertainment, family, mindset and personal development.
There's this girl on this call who is chomping and just chomping away, looking like a fucking llama. Just, I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, don't do that. Don't eat while you're on these calls. If you are eating on camera, then don't have your camera like on. Don't do that. That's extremely unprofessional as I'm like eating during live streams, but that's different. I said it's different, okay?
And it's beautiful. So when you know your brand, when you know what you stand for, it's so much easier to go on Instagram because now you have a framework of what
The whole brand's like standing out as a different brand, standing out as a creator or like in your marketing, that would make sense if they were mainstream influencers who weren't selling all the same thing and didn't have necessarily like the same thing to offer. Typically, like what sets you apart, yeah, it's your personality, but it's the content you're putting out there, like what you are selling essentially, what you're promoting. And with normal influencers, it's the content you're putting out there, or like YouTubers, it's the videos specifically, because obviously it's a little bit different with people who are just on Instagram. But because this is how we make money. But that's not the case with them. Like I said, they all have the same thing, the same service. Like how they make money, all of that's the same for them. So it's just so comical that she's like, just completely set yourself apart when it's like, when it's so oversaturated, that's impossible. All of them are doing the same thing. Like you all have the same exact thing to offer.
Something that I've been doing lately is that I've been taking my foot off the gas a little bit on the amount of posts that I'm doing because I want every single post to be intentional. So if it's not about personal development and it's not about Monat, I don't want to do it. I don't want to post it. I don't want to waste time online because I could be working offline, right? So aside from standing out, which by the way, if you didn't write something in the chat, you need to determine before you go to bed tonight, what is it about you that makes you stand out? What makes you special? Because other people are going to recognize you once you start showcasing that light. What is your authenticity? Every single girl that has grown in Monat, just look at the patterns, guys. That's how I've been able to become the person that I've become because I look at the people that are higher than me and I'm like, okay, what are the patterns? Like, what do these people have in common? And a huge common denominator in between the people that are succeeding in this business is that they're extremely authentic. They are them. They show up like them. Okay, which builds the reputation. And when you
They show up like them, like uncut gems.
have a reputation, what happens? People flock to you. Sorry about that. People flock to you. People want to be a part of you. Let me make sure I mute everyone. Okay.
People want to be a part of you. Ew. We're not a transformer. They can't be a part of me. That's not how it works. It also just sure if like you're posting things that interest people, okay, but that doesn't mean that they're going to buy from you. I have a lot of people who love what I have to say, but they're not going to, like buy my merch, right? Like I don't know. This is just so gross. But then also I don't even know how to describe it. Because it's so strange that she's saying to stand out, be yourself, see what, makes you, stand apart from everyone else. But then she literally said that she is going to not waste her time and she's only going to post things that, are her brand or that are her, self-help and money. That's exhausting. Then again, of course, y'all know I give credit where credit's due, or I won't lie. Like, I'm not going to just have bitch over here eating cracker syndrome. That means, in case you don't know, that means that when you hate someone and you're so bitter that you just hate every single thing they do, even though like something might not be that bad. For instance, I don't like the Ace family. I can also say Catherine is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I had someone say, no, she's not. And I'm like, who are you lying to? That woman is gorgeous. Always has been. Since middle school, has always just had the most perfect cheeks. However, point is, I can kind of like agree with what she's saying there, that she's not going to post something that isn't going to match, you know, her, I guess, yeah, I mean, her brand. So for instance, and things that aren't going to, you know, get likes, and this is her job. So things that, you know, aren't making her money. That's like me asking you to go to work unpaid on your day off, or even not on your day off, but go do someone else's job and don't get paid for it, right? So a lot of people ask me, oh, can you like make a video on this or that? And I'm like, guys, I already know that that won't get views because I've done it before and it didn't get views. Like while I already had a little bit of a larger following and it didn't get views. So I know it's not going to. I'm not going to like put my effort into something like that if I'm not getting paid. This is my job. I have like I to keep it going and to fund the things that I'm funding, and you know all the projects I have going on in the back end to pay my employees. I have to get paid. This is my job. Am I still a very fierce and passionate advocate and I love my job so much and I find a lot of purpose and meaning in this? Absolutely. Don't come for me about that. Let's continue.
So VIPs, market partners, and we're going to get more into like the specifics, right? So number 2 is value. So if you're buying from a brand and you're buying for the reputation, okay, cool, we just discussed that. But the second way to buy from a brand is if they're bringing value.
Speaking of eating on camera, I just had to go heat up my dinner, so only gonna eat when this is going, so just don't look at my little square, okay?
Think about this product that you just learned about, but you go into the website. So for example, the mouth tape that I'm always promoting. If you guys go into the website of the mouth tape, you're going to see that it was designed by a doctor. You're going to see all the details on why this is so good for you. So even if you never bought mouth tape, they're bringing so much value to you that if you're someone that cares about your health, you are going to buy it. Similarly, that is our job. Okay. So today, before I showered, which I posted that I was going to shower a long time ago, and then I had to run an errand, so I didn't shower until like 15 minutes ago. But washing my hair, I was posting a story about exactly what products I was using to wash my hair, right? And I was like, okay, guys, first I'm going in with this scalp scrub. And the reason why is because if your hair follicles are all clogged up, chances are you're not going to have healthy hair growth. Chances are your scalp is not going to be healthy. Like I started educating, and I went down.
Okay, hold please. I just looked. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know what mouth tape is. I don't know what the hell it is. But there's something called like sleep strips, and that's essentially what it is. And it promotes nose breathing. That is so strange. I tell you, this one is extra QAnon. I'll tell you that. She really is. First thing I look up, the question says, does mouth taping sleep? I can't read. The first thing that popped up underwear, do people also ask, it says, does mouth taping help sleep? And then it says, still in bold, there isn't any scientific evidence to say whether mouth taping truly helps you sleep better. A 2015 pilot study found that oral patches can help people with sleep apnea. Don't they have to breathe through their mouth? I don't understand. Just get a sleep apnea mask. The cheapest health hack for better sleep. Does it help? Blah, blah. Like, you're taping your mouth shut while you're sleeping. I might be completely ignorant. I could well be. But that's weird, right? That's weird.
I'm using, and this is why. This is what this product does. This is the lineup of what I'm doing, right? So if I have someone that, for example, has really dry, overprocessed hair, and I'm telling them through my stories, this line is perfect for damaged hair. And this line, like I'm pretty much writing out a prescription for what they need through the value that I'm giving them. So you guys have to ask yourselves, because there are a few ways to get clients. If you're new to this business, you have to go after your hot market. Okay, you have to go after the people that know you, the people that trust you, the people that love you, the people that are willing to help you out to get your business started.
But no, you don't need to go after your family and friends. You just have to go after people who know you and love you and feel bad for you and feel so bad for you that they're willing to help you get your business off the ground. Listen, if it's an actual business that my friend owns, I will 1,000,000%. Or that a subscriber owns that I love their products, I will 1,000,000,000%. go out of my way to purchase from there and maybe even spend a little bit more than I normally would on something that's maybe even closer and more accessible if it's their actual business. But Monat is not. And MLM is not. It's not your own business. No.
If you have literally brought in every single person from your warm market, now it's time to attract new people. I'm not a huge fan of cold calling or
If you've completely obliterated your personal circle, your friends, your family, then go talk to other people. My Lord, that's so sad.
like yesterday I was talking to one of my girls about knocking on doors. It's like that's a great tactic for back in the days. Like we don't have to do that anymore. Instagram is knocking on people's doors. So if you were to audit your posts of today, how much value did you bring to the table? Were you convincing enough? Were you convincing enough? And another thing that I wanted to mention is that stories sell. So in the pursuit of bringing value, whose story are you sharing? Because maybe you're not, in the $1 million club yet, or you're not a director, but have you spoken about a director that inspires you? Have you shown your followers the vision that you have for your business?
Have you promoted someone else's success because you're not successful at all? Have you?
The vision that was created by these real stories. Your vision wasn't made up off the top of your head. There are people that came before you that have succeeded and done incredible things. Do your followers know about that? Or do they just think that you're falling for a pyramid scheme and a fake dream? You know so much, but how much do
Yeah, they just think that you're falling for a pyramid scheme and a fake dream. It doesn't matter if someone they know, that's just like the Amway thing. You know, the like popular Amway story where it's like, oh yeah, a couple I work with is at the very top. It's never them themselves that's at the very top or them themselves that's super successful. Obviously, yes, with Monat, we do see that more, or more of these more like modern MLMs, we see that, but with this, we don't. We do not see that. No. Or I mean, with Amway, we don't. You get it. You get it. But typically, it's always, oh, well, my mentor has this. Well, what do you have? What do you have?
they know? We have to bridge the gap. We have people here. We have you here. You have all this knowledge. You love Monat. You stand for Monat so hard because you know what it is. And then you have these people who don't know what you know. And you think that because you're posting that they're seeing it.
I know she said you stand for money so hard because you know what it is. I know she said that. But it sure as hell sounded like she said you've scammed for money so hard. So I'm just going to pretend she said that and it'll make me really happy.
No, no, no. It doesn't always happen like that. Which is why what is bridging the gap is like everything that you do know, you got to put it out there. You got to make sure that this person understands you fully. Okay. Because then they're going to want to commit. Okay. So as I was saying, story sells. So a few tangibles, right? So far. Drop a one in the chat. It's what day is it? It's Wednesday. Have you already by Wednesday shared the story of at least one of your directors on your Instagram, on your story? Because this has to be a weekly thing. If we're going to inspire people, we have to be story sharers, storytellers. Shout out to you, Erica. You're killing it. For everyone else, if you haven't, it's okay. But you're going to do it after this call. Okay. And get creative with it, guys. There's this.
It seems a little bit weird because I don't know. I feel like it's what's like the easiest way to share one of their directors' things, right? To share like their reels or something like that. So I don't know. I just feel like it seems a little bit weird for them to share their stuff because again, they do the exact same thing. So if that person is more successful, like think about it. Who would you rather sign up for in an MLM and learn directly from? Would you rather be right under someone who's at the very top of the company, or would you rather be under someone who just joined or is middle ranking or lower, right? No, you'd rather be right under someone who's, bigger, which most likely they're going to do what's called stacking and put you under someone else. And allegedly, it was alleged to me. I am not stating this is truth. Allegedly, Jacqueline Ortega, one of the top Monat income earners, she is in the Tampa area, just like me. She went to college with my husband. No, they did not boink while they were in college. Oh my God, that'd be so embarrassing. Oof, yikes. But I literally asked him to. I was like, you didn't, did you? And he said, no, she was a stuck up bitch. And I was like, okay, good. But they did like know each other. Anyways, does not matter at all. But allegedly, she was fined for stacking, which is how she got to the top of the company. So allegedly, I know I keep saying it, I'm annoying, but I don't care. Allegedly, she was fined like $70,000 for, yes, that's right, $70,000, more than most people's yearly income, was fined $70,000 for stacking, which she makes more than that in a month. So she had the choice of paying the fine or being terminated or suspended. I can't remember which one. This source seemed credible who told me that. I always try to like look into my sources, but sources meaning like people who are talking to me. That anecdotal evidence, that'll get you. It's not fact. Can't really take it as fact.
Effect, this like filter that's called green screen. Okay, and I love the green screen filter because it's like you get to show things, but you get to be in it as well. And like when you're talking on camera and people could see you, they can sense your energy more. So if you're excited, you could talk about it. So what you could do is, you know, you could take a screenshot.
Y'all can see me. Do you sense my energy? I feel like I have big turkey meatloaf energy right now.
Of your favorite director's MDC video, or a screenshot of your favorite director's picture in her caddy and picture with her checks. And you could be like, guys, real quick, I want to talk about this person because she is one of my many inspirations. She is the reason I work this business so hard because everything that I'm working towards, she already accomplished. And I want to show you guys why I show up on Instagram all the time and why I want some of you guys, my friends, my followers, to come on this journey with us. You look at the business and you think I'm just selling shampoo online, but this girl, she's actually a mom of 3. She's a single mother who thought that she didn't.
I am so tired of people. I know this is like a random point, not random, it's very applicable, but she just said, this woman is so successful and she's a mom of 3. When have you ever heard? When have you ever heard anyone say how successful a man is or how much money he makes or how hard he works or whatever, and then say, oh yeah, and he's a dad of 3? Why do you have to put like the reasons why like they maybe like wouldn't have made it to that level of success? Why do you have to put that behind just saying their success? It's like you don't have to justify it. We know she worked hard if she got there, like, or we can assume that. Like, stop it. I hate that shit. Is that like annoying for me to say, or I don't know. I don't like that.
Stand a chance financially, but now she can take care of her family. And she gives me inspiration. And that's the reason why I promote this, because I know that there are other women like her who need the opportunity that we have right now. What just happened there? I brought out the emotion. I shared a story. I shared heart. There are 2 ways to work. You could work harder or you could work smarter. What is your impact? I don't want all of you guys to be burnt out. I don't want you guys to feel like you're running on a hamster wheel nonstop.
You could work ethically and show them exactly what they're going to get and how hard it is to get to the top, and how your last 3 months of income, you could show them all that. Or you could feed them this dream that they have almost no chance of making. And I know there are so many people who are in network marketing who will come back at me and say, well, realtors have like a super low chance or like less than that chance of success. You know, they have a 1% chance of success as well, or a whatever failure rate. And it's like, okay, they're actually selling something. They're not making money by recruiting someone to do the same thing they're doing or recruiting someone to their team. Obviously, if they're like a broker, yes, those are employees. So obviously that's different. It's not the same. It is not the same. And then I don't know what that accent was. I feel like it like changed halfway through. God, I wish I was like good at accents and voices and stuff like that. There's some people that do it and I'm just like, how are you the way that you are? Because I can't do that. Like Noel Miller, oh my God. He's a commentary creator. His impression of the Joker is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyways, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. A lot of people say as well, like, oh, well, a lot of YouTubers, you know, don't make money. Yeah, I don't have to recruit other people. It's about recruiting. Like, that's it. It's about recruiting. It's about you hurting other people. I don't care about the success rate in other companies or in other industries. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm having a conversation about your industry and how you are a fraud and a scammer. So there's that.
I want you to do the things that matter, like the impactful work, right? So another great thing that I would love for you to do. So real quick, going back to reputation, every single day to hold yourself accountable, I want you guys to ask yourself, how am I giving? What is my way of giving? And a way to give is like if you're watching someone's stories and they ask a question, answer, bring value if you know something. Like try and always connect with people. Give them something for free without expecting anything in return. Just give, give, give. And you will notice, boom, 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 all of that comes back to you. For 2 years now, I've been doing a podcast for free. Guys, I pay for that.
But you are expecting something in return. You're wanting them to buy a product from you or for you to recruit them. That's what you're wanting in return. I mean, even for instance, with me, I mean, or with creators in general, with influencers in general, you engage with your audience because, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? I mean, that is viewer retention, that, you create trust and a relationship with your audience. That's what you're doing. And a way to do that is engagement. So I don't like that she's just acting like it's some altruistic thing that they do, that they're just so nice and they just give, give, give without wanting anything in return. And it's like, no, the whole purpose of that is so that you can get money.
Guys, I pay for that. I pay for the person that puts it up. It takes time. I have to buy the cameras, the Adobe Premiere, everything. And I did it for 2 years. And now I have this fulfillment mentorship program.
First of all, ma'am. Oh, she said camera. Okay, never mind. You don't, the person to put it up, you can do a podcast for free. You don't have to pay. Isn't Anchor free? That's how I put mine up. I do my podcast for free. It doesn't cost me any money. It also really doesn't make really doesn't make any money whatsoever, like at all. But her podcast should be able to be monetized by now. With all of her people that listen to it, like she should put it on a YouTube channel. That's just dumb if she doesn't.
Where so many people that watched my podcast want to hire me. Why? Because I gave for free with nothing in expectation. I was just like, boom, 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 boom. What did that do? That raised my reputation. And now people trust me. And now my second business is doing great.
But she says hire her for what? For what? Like consulting? I don't understand. I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, the Veronica Bay show, I think that's her Instagram name. I thought she was like a news person a while ago. I thought that's what she did, and then she got to the top of Monat because of that. I'm so confused. I just don't know. She blocked me. I had talked to her a few times and she was really nice, and then she blocked me.
Right? So keep that in mind. So when it comes to reputation, every single day, how am I giving? How am I giving? If this means getting one of your friends who hasn't wanted to try your products and creating a little goodie bag with your full size products and just going to her house and being like, listen, I know you don't want to buy my products, but I know that they're going to change your life. So I'm going to leave them here for a week. Use my
Your full size products, but how do you get those products? From buying them. Why are you like, don't give someone your used products, but that's not what they're talking about. So that's one of the reasons why they will always tell their downline, and Angelique talked about this, they'll always tell their downline to buy from flash sales. So you can give it away. And that's what they mean by like giveaways, not like actual giveaways like Instagram peoples do, which I will never do again. Why? Because you lose so many followers after the giveaway is over. It sucks. I hate it. I understand it though. I can't get too mad. But you get so many people who like follow you just for the giveaway. Maybe I should do giveaways like for my members. I've done that before. I've just like selected someone randomly out of my members and sent them like a gift card. I like doing that. Maybe I'll do it again.
products. I literally won't wash my head, but I just want you to see why I love them so much. right there, giving with nothing in return. Like maybe she doesn't become your VIP, maybe she doesn't become your market partner, but maybe she does.
Okay, so like she is giving away her personal products that were like out of her shower. Like, no, don't give people your used shit. What? Also, how do you know that that's even the product that would work for that person? Don't be desperate. Don't be desperate. And I know I used to say it all. Oh, where's my thing? And I know I used to say it all the time, but your family and friends should not be your customer base. And your family and friends should not be like your audience either in regards to like YouTube. You want to know last time someone in my family watched one of my videos? Never. Like, never. I don't want them to. It's awkward. I hate it. My neighbor does sometimes. Hi, Brandy, if you're watching this. But this is just not good.
And I want us to constantly be thinking about the maybe she does, right? Because that's going to keep our faith alive. That's going to keep us moving and in action. Because if we don't have that idea of maybe she does, it's going to be maybe she doesn't. So there's going to be so many shots that you do not take out of fear. And guys, I still face my fears every day. Last night, there was this girl that I've been connecting on Instagram, and she like comments on all my things. And I can tell that she admires me. I could tell that, she looks up to me in one way or another. And we've never really talked about Monat like that. And yesterday I was like, that's it. I'm going to do it. Like this person's very successful in another field. But I was like, if I never ask her, I'll never know. And I just sent her a voice note and I was like, hey, babe, I was just thinking about you and I saw that you commented on my picture. But honestly, your work ethic shows even just through the screen. And I know that if you brought that work ethic to Monat, you could be so successful. And I talked to her a little and she honestly told me, Veronica, I'm way too busy right now. I have these two businesses. They're my life. Like, I love what you do, but honestly, I'm just not interested. And it was okay. But at least in my heart, I know that I shot my shot. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Shot my shot.
Awkward. Yeah, yes. Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. I get it. But like, also, how embarrassing is that? I hope that she just left it at that and didn't keep going. Because a lot of times they'll just keep going and it's so annoying. So that's really unfortunate. And I am embarrassed for her. I mean, that's sales, honestly. But that's the problem with, you know, just melding this personal aspect of it and the work aspect. Like, there is no work life balance. It's all just mixed in and incestuous relationship with that. And it's really unfortunate. And that can really mess with someone. I mean, emotionally, but mentally, like big time.
Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Because if you don't know.
And you know what? I am saying that as someone who my main Instagram, a lot of people have two. Who do this. I have two. I have one for family and friends, then I have like actual people in my personal life. And it has literally less than like 170 followers. Because no, if I don't talk to you on a weekly basis, you're not on there. Or even no monthly basis, because let's be honest, I don't talk to people. But the thing is, like, I have had to, like, I hadn't used that one in forever, and like 3 years, yeah, like 3 years, and I had to start using it again because I wanted to be able to share my family. I wanted to be able to, post on my Instagram stories like where we are, or if we're doing something like family wise, or like post pictures of my family. But I'm not comfortable doing that on my like public Instagram. So there's that difference there of like that one's for work and this one's for personal. So I have that separated now, still like doing it and like getting used to it, but it's just so weird that they don't have that separation, and it really really is unfortunate, and I think messes with them. And it's like, I don't want to say dangerous, but it kind of is for your mental health.
No. Because if you don't, you'll never know. And then you have all of this potential all around you sitting, doing nothing. And if people tell you no, at least it's a no. And at least they know that you're interested in having them in your business. Right? So if they're ever interested, they can come back to you because they know that you want them there. So, God, my tangents. So back to reputation. Main thing I want you to keep in mind is be a giver. So every single day, think about how can I give to someone with nothing in it, like without expecting anything back. Think about how can I stand out, and also how am I going to be consistent. Then when it comes to value, I want you guys to keep in mind that stories sell. So before you go to post, ask yourself, what story am I trying to share? Emotions. People like to feel some type of way. Okay, so if you get your hair and you're just like, guys, oh my God, this, like literally this bond line, the smell of it is, it's life. Whatever it is, like you're putting more action into it, it's gonna sell more. People are gonna want it more because they see how much you want it. So what story are you selling? And I also want you guys to get in the habit of tackling objections live. Okay, that is part of the value. Okay, so what objections do people commonly have? And are you talking about them? I want you to talk about the stories of your uplines, and I want you to tackle objections on your stories at least 4 times a week. All of you guys are in building mode. Everyone here is in building mode. So we have to really push ourselves to the limits and not do these things like once a week. Because, yeah, you could do it once a week, but then your success.
Oh my God, that is so annoying. 4 times a week, you have to post in your Instagram stories about objections, essentially just giving people reasons why they shouldn't join, but then trying to overcome them. And it's like you're just making it worse, which unfortunately a lot of people do fall for their bullshit, but it's just real sad. But that's so often. That's so much. If you're selling something to someone and you have to push that hard and overcome so many objections, one, you're most likely not good at sales. Two, they shouldn't be sold. There are some people that just shouldn't be sold. Or three, what you're selling is essentially a scam. Oh, but it's the best hair care product in the world, and this is the number one opportunity in the world, and it's not a scam. Okay.
Is going to be very far away. So how did me, Joe, Isa, Bianca succeed so quickly when we started? How did we have so much momentum? Because we were not shutting up, because we weren't stopping, because we were going to scream from the roof of every building, Jacqueline Ortega's our upline, and she made $20,000, and I need those $20.
Like that's horrible. That is horrible. That's such bad, just such a bad sales tactic. How is your sales tactic going to be, this is my upline, she made this much money, I need you to join because I want to make that much money? Ma'am, who, what, and where? No.
$1,000, which is why I'm working so hard. And I want other people that want to work hard with me to join my team. Like we were crazy guys. We were like these crazy girls that were just like so excited to make money. So I need you guys to share that energy and share that excitement, because once you have it, people are going to want it too. So imagine if you, let's say, you have really chapped lips and you go on Instagram and you see this girl so excited about this lip balm that she's using. And she's like showing you guys, like, guys, look at my lips before and look at my lips now. I'm going crazy over this stuff because it's honestly changed my life. Wouldn't that make you be like, oh my God, I have the same problem. Like maybe it could save my life. Let me go on and ask her to buy it. Right. But if I have a girl that puts on a chapstick and says, guys, I bought this chapstick and it's vegan and it's cruelty free. And honestly, it's worked great, but there's no energy, there's no picture, there's no before and after, there's no emotion.
You don't always have to be, and this is a lot of times why, I mean, some people think like I'm a bitch. And also same with, my God, Samantha Ravendall. I was about to say Savannah Ravendall. Just mushing two people together is because a lot of times I won't be, so peppy and so excited and all that, especially during live streams. I had someone ask me last live stream I did like 3 nights ago. They were like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Like you look really tired." And in my mind, I was like, "Well, that's rude." And I even said, I was like, "Just so you know, it's not that nice to say that." I take it as like, hey, you look like shit. And then I rewatched part of the live stream and I was like, oh shit, I do look tired. Oh God. Oh, oh Lord. So if that was you, I'm very sorry that I was tired. I also didn't have any makeup on and it was like not a good angle or lighting, but still it doesn't matter. So like you can still be genuine and be like, yeah, I love this thing. So for instance, you know, this is my favorite lash glue. Goes on clear. It has a little brush. I can put it in my purse and just little dabble do ya in the inside of my lashes. And so I always take it with me whenever I have lashes on. And the staying power is really crazy. It's the best one I've ever used in my life. Love it. My ride or die. I could say that. I don't need to have before and afters. I don't need to do a tutorial for you. But you already, I mean, kind of trust me when it comes to like this stuff, right? You don't have to be like, oh my God, guys, look at a before and after of like Goli I used before and this one's so good. It's the best. Like the old one of it, like if you left the cap off of it, it would smell like dirty fish. Do y'all remember that? It was gross. But which is 100% true. That shit smelled so gross without the cap. But this one, like you don't have that problem and it's just so good. And like here's the price, here's where you can find it, blah blah blah. That's weird. That's really weird. This is my favorite lash glue though. The Duo do not freeze. Who would do that? The Duo brush on adhesive, the one with the green lettering. It's the best. In my opinion. Yeah, so a lot of times it'll just come off as fake and too pushy and weird, like we show in a lot of the top fail videos. It's just like, girl, why are you screaming at me? Why are you screaming at me about this powder that you drink? Why are you screaming at me about like all this other stuff? Calm down. You can be genuine and you don't have to like have crazy energy. I don't like that.
Emotion. Okay, so when I talk about tackling objections live, it's pretty much problem solving. What problem? And this is great to do after you've already had a call. So let's say you had a call with someone that you wanted to be on your team and like they told you an objection, and no matter how much you tried to tackle it, maybe it didn't happen. Then you go on your stories and you continue to tackle that objection because you're talking to this person without actually talking to them, but they're watching, right? And that is how you end up closing these people passively with the content that you're posting. I've had people that have been watching me for 3 years, and I'll post one piece of content about the business, and it was the last thing that they needed to hear. So if you want to close clients and you want to close market partners, ask yourself, what's my reputation and how much value am I bringing? And last but not least, I want to talk about customer service, because if something is difficult, I'm not doing it. Are you guys doing it? If something has too many steps, if I don't understand something, I am not going to do it.
So is that why they always fill out the carts and stuff for their VIP customers, and why most of the time the VIP customers don't even know like their login information? That shit is crazy to me. I don't need you to put in an order for me. I don't need you to do that. That's weird. I'll do it myself. But that's my thought process, is like obviously they do that for control and so that the person can't like cancel it, essentially, so that they can't cancel it, so that it takes too many steps for them to be able to cancel it. So allegedly, that's my opinion, and from what I'm seeing, I think that's what's happening. But is it another reason that like their system is too fudging hard? Because their website is trash. It is essentially garbage. It takes so long to just check out. And maybe it's different for the VIP customers, but I'm pretty sure it's not, because their entire website is garbage completely. So I assume the back end of it is exactly the same. So maybe that's why, I don't know, but that's bullshit.
Okay, so when we're talking to someone about the business, how easy are you making it sound to sign up, right? So when I'm talking to someone about the business and I can already tell that they're in, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I say, so that if you guys want to duplicate, you can. But in very short terms, I'm like, all right, babe. So just so you know, in order to get started with the business, you need to buy your products once. The reason for this is because it wouldn't be authentic to sell something that you don't use, right? And I always ask them, right? I think we talked about this on the last call that I did last Wednesday. It's like when you're having a conversation with someone, you want to pause and make sure that they're like feeling.
That is a good sales tactic. It's called conditioning, and I feel like it was really made popular by Jordan Belford. He does that a lot. He says things like, right, okay, right, but mainly it's right. Um, yeah, so it's asking them a question at like the end of it, getting them to agree with you, so that way when you're closing the sale at the end, and they come up with an objection, and it's like, hey, well, I mean, we already, agreed that, this is going to be too hard, whatever you're selling, this is going to be too hard for, you to accomplish yourself. You want us to help you. And, feel lost. You already, we already went over all that, so I have a solution. Let's, take away your problems, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I clearly haven't done like a one call close in a long ass time. Good God. 3 years? Oof. It's a long time to be out of the game like that. Yeah, so I think it's just interesting that out of every, like, there's a few times that they will bring up an actual good sales tactic, especially with like phone sales and stuff like that. Typically, typically they don't in any of these calls. I'd say like 90% of the calls, let's say 94% of the calls, they don't actually bring up like good sales tactics or little tidbits, anything like that.
That they're on the same page as you. And that's a great way to make sure that they're like feeling your energy, like, oh yeah, like totally, it makes sense. Like you need to buy the products, you need to use the products in order to sell them. So once they agree with me, I put Monat on a very high light. I'm like, what I love about Monat is that they make it affordable for anyone to join the business. So we have different packs that you could get started with. The cheapest one is $199 and the most expensive goes up to the 800s. And the reason why they do this is because they want to give.
If they wanted anyone to have the chance to start, then it would be $0 to sign up. Also, your market partner would have been honest and told you that there is a cheaper one than the $199. There's like a $100 one or less than that. It's essentially just like pamphlets, but they won't ever tell you that.
More products, so you'll feel more comfortable the more products that you try. But what's your budget looking like currently? Anything like getting started is better than not. And then we start discussing their budget. They're not getting off the phone with me. We're not going to stop voice noting until I know exactly what they think about the product pack, until I know exactly what they think about the prices. And it's happening quick. It's like boom, 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 right? Because if you're texting someone or if someone texts you and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm interested in this, but you don't reply to them for 12 hours or 2 days, this person's excitement has gone down. Humans are emotional beings. We do things off of emotion. Okay? Like there's times that I buy things and then when it finally gets shipped to me, I'm like, why the hell did I buy this? But when I bought it, when I pressed purchase, I was all excited about it. Right? So you guys have to think like that too. The second someone, or it's like, oh, what is this product? Boom. What is that product? You go to them, you tell them the value, you send them a hair quiz. And when you reply to their hair quiz, guys, part of this customer service is telling them why, is bringing the value. Why do they need this product? What about this product is going to change their life? And I don't know about you, but I have a handful of Monat products that I genuinely feel changed my life. So you need to tap into that confidence when you're talking about the products. Because if you're not excited, they're not going to be excited either. So when we talk enrollment process, I hope all of you guys are sending cards. Okay. So my process for VIPs, once someone tells me that they're interested in the products, I'm like, amazing. Let me send you over a hair quiz so we could determine what is best to get started on your healthy hair transformation, or so that we could determine what your hair needs most at the moment. And I'm telling them, like, I'm going to fix your problem. I don't know if you could tell the verbiage of what I'm saying. It's like, let me help you find the perfect fit for what you need. Cause like you got needs, girls. Your shit ain't met. I don't say that, but I imply that, right? I imply like I'm going to help fix you. So after I do that and I send the hair quiz, when I reply to that, guys, it's like everything has a description. Hey, love. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the Renew shampoo. This is perfect for thick, dry hair like yours. It's honestly your most hydrating. You're gonna fall in love. As you see, I added the smoothing conditioner. This is gonna fight frizz like nothing else, like whatever it is that you're giving them, but you have to add the sauce. You have to make them want it. You have to change it from being a want to a need. I don't want this. I need this. And that happens when you give people value. Now it's not optional. People find money for what they feel is a need in their life all the time. And I've noticed this now even more with my mentorship that I started. It's like sometimes people are on the call with me, talking to me about their financial struggles, but they're like, I'm going to work with you. Give me 2 days to figure it out. And I'm like, take your time. But it just opens my eyes that when you make yourself of so much value to people, there is no other way. Similarly, we can do this with our products. When I was showering today, I was just thinking about like, oh, guys, I'm always thinking like, how can I better my business? And that's something that I want you guys to do as well. Like if you truly want to grow a strong and fruitful business, every single day you need to ask yourself, how can I make it better? How can I make it better? How can I make it better? As I was showering, I was like, I want to start a Did You Know? Did You Know story series? Okay. Takes a cool video of the scalp scrub. Did you know that your scalp gets clogged up and actually needs to be exfoliated just as your skin? Like, boom, information. Or me, a video of me.
I feel like that's not accurate. Feel like that might not be true. Exfoliating your scalp? Your scalp skin is not as like thick essentially, and like I don't know, like there, like for instance, you can do laser hair removal on essentially your entire body. You can't do it on your head, like on your scalp, or you're not supposed to. Obviously, I know there's things that you're not supposed to do that a lot of people do, like overfilling lips. I've seen some people on Instagram the last 2 months that their injectors should be fired. It is crazy. I mean, most of these people get it done by like their friends and don't like do it legally. Terrifying. Why would you let someone stick a needle in you like that? Who's unqualified? Couldn't be me. What am I even talking about?
Doing the dry shampoo. And then I put, did you know that most dry shampoos have butane, which is actually flammable. And if you're constantly putting heat on your hair, it's probably not good. Or I could have a video of the different hairsprays of the different dry shampoos in the back. This is me thinking out loud, but I'm giving you my idea for free. Take it, do it, execute it, but bring value.
You're not going to light your hair on fire. Also, shut up. Don't share a video of people using like other dry shampoos as a like a flamethrower. Don't do that. That's so dangerous. Like stop doing stuff like that to try to sell a product. Also, who the fudge cares? There's a lot of stuff that's flammable that my body in general is flammable. My hair in general is flammable. It doesn't matter. Oil's flammable, right? Yeah. Oil is. So take that.
To people, because that's how we are going to have more clients, more market partners. How can you show value when it comes to the business? If you paid for something, take a picture and be like, this dinner was paid thanks to my side hustle. Who here could use an extra stream of income? Drop an emoji in the chat. You know, here you are showcasing your life, but also showing people, hey, you could do this too. And that's what it's all about, guys, the intentionality behind the content. And I want you guys to think about how many incredible companies there are out there, how many incredible concepts. There are people that I know that are geniuses, but they lack marketing knowledge.
Okay, I can't stand shit like that because it's like think about how awkward it would be and just distasteful for me or anyone to post a picture of their dinner and be like, thanks, my job that pays me. And I'm not saying half these people are flaunting their wealth. A lot of them aren't. About 94% of them lose money. So a lot of them are not, most of them. But the thing is that's just so weird. Like, obviously, I fudging hope you get paid. But it's just, that tactic in general is so strange to me. If I was to, I don't know, take a picture of my fucking phone. My business bought my phone in full. Am I going to be like, oh my God, thanks, YouTube. Like, I was able to buy my phone, like the 1 terabyte one that I wanted. It's just so like strange. And I want to know, do any of these people, or most of them, or any of them at all, even a small sliver, do any of them see what they post and they're like, oh, that's weird. Like, oh, that's weird. Why am I posting this? Like, that is weird. It would be weird if I posted something like that. Like, what with anything, with my computer. Like, thanks, YouTube. You paid for this. Obviously, a source of your income paid for whatever you just bought. That's how money works. Like, what?
They lack people to people skills. So they could be a genius, but no one in the world is going to know about it. So if you want to connect, if you want to recruit, focus on your reputation, focus on the value you bring people, and focus in on your customer service. And we could take customer service one step further by thinking about, what is my relationship with my clients like? Because if you are giving your clients good customer,
Why does anyone need to know if they're the world, rather? Why does the world need to know that you're a genius? I know people who are super, super smart. The world doesn't know. Like, the people they know, but that's it. Like, why does. Again, I know it's just an analogy, but it's really annoying.
service, then they're going to think, if I join Veronica's team, she's probably going to be a good mentor as well. So think about that. If you have some cool relationships with some of your clients, I want you guys tonight to message them and be like, hey, Stacy, I was actually thinking about you because I know you're obsessed with the products and I love the relationship that we have built. Have you ever thought of selling the products? I think you could be such a great addition to my team. Just get her feedback. But if you've been good to her, she's going to be a lot more open to working with you. Okay. So I hope you guys understand the reason why I didn't give you a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because it's not that hard. Okay. Like when you meet a really good person, they didn't have to do.
It's just a stepping stone. That's why they will start with just getting you to buy the product. And then it's like, oh, no, it's fine. If you don't want to join, that's fine. Just be a VIP. No pressure. And then, hey, I know you'd be so good at this. I know you'd be so good at this. I know you'd be so good at this. You'd be so good at this. It's a soft sale. Well, yeah, I guess just going straight in would be a hard sell. But yeah, that's more of a soft sell, I mean, or a soft landing. Either way, it's stupid and annoying and I hate it.
A million things to be a really good person or to be really loved. It was just some core ethics, some core beliefs that allow you to become this person. So, what is going to allow you to attract instead of chase market partners and VIPs? Work on your reputation, focus on how much value you bring to the table, and really hone in on what your customer service looks like. How simple are you making it for people to purchase your product or to join your team? Alrighty, I hope this was helpful. We went over the 30-minute mark, but I really just wanted to get all the information out there. I want to send you all a big kiss. I hope you have a great Wednesday. I will definitely be sharing this. I hope it's memorable. Just think about these 3 simple things and boom, every single day, keep it at the top of your list. I hope
That was dumb. Listen, at least she had like 2 or 3 tidbits in there that were good for sales. That really, were better for sales. But it was still like the cringy manipulative aspect of it that I really don't vibe with at all. It's gross. Oh my lord. So what did we learn? Try to turn your VIP people into market partners, your reputation, what sets you apart. You personally putting yourself out there. And that's another thing I didn't mention with that. Like, the only thing that's going to set you apart is you. Like, exactly what type of person you are. But that means that you have to put yourself out there. So that really is where that, melding of personal and business come together. And it's just not the vibe. It's really not the vibe. I mean, I know I can sit here all day long and, I essentially do that too. But like I said before, it's important to have that like work-life balance and, be able to keep that separate. And for your own mental health though as well, it is so freaking important. It is, oh my God, it is saving my butt. And I know it's going to keep helping me. All right. So competitors, but like you're saturated. So like you are each other's competitors. So what are you even talking about? Share your directors. Again, seems weird and culty. Why are you praising the people above you? Like, wouldn't they just join them then? That one still like irks me a bit too. And then objections. post about them all the time, which is so weird. Notice how she didn't even go over any objections. Yeah, so bring value. I don't mind the like, did you know thing she even said, but you have to make sure that it's stuff that's approved by Monat and that like, because most of those people are not going to post the right shit about that. They're going to post incorrect stuff. Like, did you know that this shampoo can regrow your hair? Like, no, bitch. No one knows that because it's not true. All right, I am done with this video. I am very tired. I am going to film one more video and then go annoy my husband. So I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. You are amazing, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, bye.